map is gonna be Ice Lake. Once again, Ice Lake. Nakamura is ready. XCet is ready. So looks like we're gonna have a Wildlanders mirror on the Ice Lake map. And both of these guys are ready to jump right into the action. So that's exactly what we are going to do. Start the game up. Here we go. And we are into the game. Nakamura RTS playing in red. I love the color red in this game. It looks so cool, especially when you play the Wildlanders. I feel like this is such a great color for the Wildlanders. You know, the Triceratops in red are looking so amazing. He's playing from the western base, opening with that barracks, and XCet also playing as the Wildlanders. He chose to go for the storehouse first, playing in blue from the eastern base. It is XCet. So right from the start, we see a little deviation from these guys. Nakamura, like I said, open with the barracks first, is not going for the storehouse at all. It feels like maybe he thinks that the distance of those berries to the settlement is close enough for him to get away without building a storehouse and not losing out too much on the economy side of things. While XCet wants to go full greed, he wants that super efficiency on the gathering rate of his villagers, so he went for that storehouse right in the middle between the settlement and the resources, and he is going for a stables opening. Very interesting. I like that. So that kind of explains a little bit why he went for that storehouse right away, because the stable play is of course much more expensive than the barracks play. The stable itself is more expensive, but also the units. The Triceratops Rider costs quite a lot more than the barracks units. Like, for example, the warrior from the barracks only costs 50 food, while a Triceratops Rider costs 100 food and 50 crystals. So that is way more expensive than the barracks unit. So of course he would want that super efficient mining to not miss out on any resource at all. Going for that house to not get supply blocked over here. Nakamura already creeping the shrine over here. He's killing all the Triceratops, guarding it, and he's gonna get the first shrine in a couple of seconds, while XCet is also creeping with his hero, with the chieftain Mika in the middle of the mech, and the first Triceratops, and the second one that is trampling in right now. And very interesting, he is not getting that shrine much slower than Nakamura, so normally people like to just, you know, wait for a couple of Triceratops to make the creeping easier, but he just went in it right away. First engagement going on in the middle of the map. Nakamura losing a warrior. Second one is getting very low, and he started making archers. So he's gonna be like, ah, crap, I should not have made that archer. I should have stayed on warriors. That would be so much better right now. That's kind of a wasted unit over here. It dies so fast to the Triceratops, and it, oh yeah, look at that, just instantly dead, kicked out of life by those Triceratops. And it also does not really add any significant DPS output to the army of Nakamura, so that was kind of wasted resources. But what he does have going for him right now is a second settlement over here on the top side of the map, while XCet naturally does not have that settlement up yet. He just can't afford it because he went for that, like I said, expensive stable. Triceratops Riders coming in right now. Nakamura fighting with the workers, and he's getting a big surround on these guys. Oh my god, that was so smart. Using the, you know that kind of trick from StarCraft, the mineral walk is what it's called. There we have kind of a similar thing over here. Workers have very, very, very tiny collision box. So if you just click them, you know, somewhere over here, they can just really phase through the units of your opponent, so you can get really nice surrounds with the workers. And that is exactly what Nakamura did. So he kind of flawlessly defended this. He lost one worker, I feel like, but that is okay to lose one worker if you are on two settlements compared to the one settlement of your opponent. Still though, Nakamura trailing behind in workers just a little bit, 21 to 23 workers at the moment. But if he is being not really building anything at the moment, man, I don't know what's distracting him. It's not very characteristic for Nakamura. Okay, he was saving up for that third settlement over here. Building it right now. But while he's doing that, the Triceratops are gonna come in again, and there's so many workers that just have to run away. And the settlement, it's firing, it's doing its best, but the damage is just not very high. And there's 4 Triceratops over here. Nakamura desperately trying to come back with his units to defend it. He will arrive to defend, but at what cost? At what cost? He lost so many workers, I feel like. But then again, like I said, he will be on 3 settlements, so he can catch up in workers pretty damn fast. XCet also has the 2nd settlement up right now, and the worker count is really significantly in favor of XCet right now. It's 29 to only 22, so the losses that Nakamura took are just really hurting him right now. He does have a little bit of food in the bank, well, not anymore, so he can keep making those workers. The question is, does he potentially even want to skip a couple of units just so he can really keep making workers non-stop, because that is what he needs to do right now. If he just skips any worker cycles to get out a couple more units, I feel like he will really fall behind in the economy quite a bit. XCet now also going for that 3rd settlement over here. Let's see if there's any transition by him into more military facilities, and it doesn't look like it. So he's still sitting on that 1 stable, just continuously pumping out those Triceratops riders, which are now coming in from the bottom side of the map. And Nakamura, he's just playing whack-a-mole with his workers, just running away over here, running away over here, just trying to not lose too many to those Triceratops. And Nakamura, it feels like he's a little bit unlucky at the moment. Well, you know, maybe he's unlucky, and maybe XCet is just outplaying a little bit at the moment, but oh my god, did he really lose? Did he really lose so many workers over here? I hope not. I really hope not, but if he did lose all those workers, then that is gonna be absolutely devastating. There's a fight going on in the middle of the map. XCet losing a couple of Triceratops riders, and he might even lose Mika in the middle of the map. That would be a huge win for Nakamura. Mika is going down, and also a Triceratops rider went down. Another one is hurt quite badly. There's another fight going on over here. Nakamura desperately trying to go for those berries over here after being chased away from those berries, and the ones in his main are about to run out. And you can, yeah, snipe him. Oh, that was so close. He could have sniped it maybe if he reacted a little bit faster. I don't know. XCet now going for the settlement upgrade, going to tier 2. Maybe he wants to go for the upgraded Triceratops. Maybe he wants to go for the saber-tooth archers. I don't know. We're going to see what his game plan is in the long run. Nakamura still a little bit behind in the workers. You know, well, actually, it's more than just a little bit, but he's staying in there. He's not doing too bad. You know, it's almost on 40 workers at the moment. It's not too bad. It's something that you can work with, I feel like. You can do something with 40 workers. It's not like you're dead in the waters or something, but he really needs to be careful that he's not gonna lose more than that. Oh my god, there's so many workers over here. 60 workers. Okay, nice reaction time on Nakamura, running them away, and this time finally his units are a little bit more in position, and he's going for the big surround on the Triceratops, and he's actually getting it, but the meteor is coming down, and the thunder, and he lost so many units. I mean, he trapped them, he trapped the Triceratops, but in the end it was very costly for Nakamura, who lost like maybe 3 or 4 of his warriors over there. Another storehouse going down for Nakamura. Now going for these berries over here, and the berries on the map are already getting pretty rare. I feel like so much depleted already, because none of these guys has yet opted to go for farms. XCet, the first of them who's now doing it. The first couple of farms are going down in his main base, but that is not enough farms to support all these workers over here. So he has quite a lot of idols at the moment in his main base. So the worker advantage that he has at the moment is not doing him as much as it could, because he has to build the farms, and a lot of workers are idle over here. XCet, though, remaining very active on the map. He keeps the map control going fully. The upgrade for the Triceratops just hit, so now they are stampeding, which means that they do a little bit of area of effect damage. It's not the full damage, you know, it's 100% damage to the main target and all the units that are affected by the splash damage. There's another huge raid going on, and they are now upgraded, so Nakamura needs to be really careful about his workers. You know, split them up like it's like there's no tomorrow. Another raid coming in from the top, but there's no workers left over here. So that's good for Nakamura, but just a little bit further, there's a lot of workers and he's gonna find them. Oh my god. Big engagement going on in the middle of the map. One Triceratops is going down, but he is losing so many workers once again over here on the berries. Oh my god, that is absolutely devastating. Down to 30 workers Nakamura is. He's now getting the Fire Warrior upgrade, which is very nice for him. It's gonna make his army significantly stronger against those Triceratops. But is it gonna be strong enough? Mika actually fighting by herself over here with so many dinos. She's very, very feisty today. She thinks like, yeah, nah, I got this, boys, but no, she does not. And she actually goes down as well. Nakamura not really paying attention. Now XCet using his Triceratops to actually creeping a couple of the dinos over here on the very edge of the map on Nakamura's side. Nakamura coming in with all his units to defend against just these two Triceratops riders. The supply is actually very even at the moment. It's 100 to 109 with XCet being ahead in workers by a huge amount. He's ahead by 45 workers at the moment. And he's going to tier 3 as well, so I feel like it's go time for Nakamura. He needs to make something happen before those T-Rex come into play. XCet getting a nice amount of upgrades over here for his beast units to make them even stronger. Nakamura now also going for the Stampede upgrade, but I feel like upgrades is not what he needs at the moment. He needs to do some serious economic damage, and that is, oh my god, that is actually what he's doing. How many workers? That's 32 workers over here on the crystals, and now he kind of robbed XCet of all his crystal income, I feel like, and Nakamura taking a very nice trade over here with the Fire Warriors against just a couple of Triceratops and a couple of Saber-Tooth Archers. One lonely warrior over here is too adventurous and he's getting picked off. Let's see, there's the first T-Rex is getting built right now by XCet, but I don't see any rage upgrade in the queue. So yeah, Nakamura, even though that was very nice, this is also very nice, by the way. He's doing the same now to XCet that XCet did to him earlier, you know, raiding with a couple of Triceratops. XCet decides to just fight with the workers, but that is not going to happen. No way. Workers are quite beefy units, or quite good fighters, I would say, but not that good. Definitely not that good. Another fight going on over here. XCet also rallying units in the middle of the map. Nakamura is still harassing over here, and there's so many workers over here just, you know, building farms and building towers. So even though XCet is very ahead in economy still, or at least in worker count, the actual effective economy is not that great. It's just so many workers standing around, you know, doing nothing over here. His crystal bank is almost depleted. He has nothing in the bank right now, while Nakamura keeps on macroing, but his army just does not look too good anymore. I feel like he's only down to 100 supply compared to the 150, and it's 100 supply of weaker units against 150 stronger units. So it's not like the Protoss kind of approach where you have those super strong area of effect whatever units, but you're always behind in supply. No, he actually has the weaker units and less of them, so it's not looking too great for Nakamura over here. I'm kind of surprised that we're still not seeing the Rage upgrade by XCet. He's getting the Theurgy upgrade, but not the Rage upgrade. Kind of a very curious decision by him to go for that upgrade first. I feel like the Rage upgrade for the T-Rex would be so much better in this situation. Nakamura is playing like a crazy madman right now. He does not want to lose this game. He does not want to give up, even though he probably knows that it's not looking too hot for him right now in this game. His army is just paperweight. It's absolutely useless, I feel like. Those Fire Warriors, they are good in the mid game. They are good to hit timings, you know, or to fight in small numbers. But once the army numbers are getting big and the army composition is getting more sophisticated, then I feel like the tier 1 units are really not doing too great anymore. He's now coming in to take the fight while doing a little bit of harassment over here with one unit that is fighting against some Saber-Tooth Archers, but oh my god, I missed the meteor over here, but even if that meteor would have hit, I just don't see it. I don't see Nakamura actually defending this. It doesn't look too good for him, I feel like. Supply is dwindling. Only 90 dropped below the magical mark of 100, while XCet is staying strong at 160 supply over here, and he's completely ravaging the economy of his opponent. A couple more units for Nakamura coming in, but but it feels like they're a little bit too late to the party over here. I don't think they can turn the tide of this game. They don't. Well, it looks like. Well, it looks like XCet is, he's turning around, but yeah, that's just the calm before the storm. He's just regrouping his units. There's so many more blue coming down the map. I just saw it. There's so much more blue coming down the map. And the army of XCet is just getting bigger and bigger. And the rage upgrade in queue as well at the moment. Once that upgrade hits, I feel like that's going to be the timing that XCet is looking for. Taking all his units and just pouncing into the base of his opponent and just ending this game and going ahead 1-0 in score in this best of 3 series. Look at this. I mean, his economy is just really strong at the moment. 88 workers over here. He's got lots of farms. Even has a very beefy, juicy trade route going on over here. 8. Well, it's only 8, but I mean, 8 is still pretty good for this stage of the game, I feel like. And they're also getting 91 crystal over here. Could be better, but still, yeah, it's a pretty good trade route. While Nakamura is kind of crippled on his 56 workers right now, desperately trying to get up more farms. Doesn't have a trade route at the moment, does he? No, he does not. What does his infrastructure say? And Nakamura actually going in. Meteor coming down, but not really connecting. Hitting a couple of those wild Triceratops over here, then decided to go join the fight. And the rage upgrade has finished. There's the first raging T-Rex coming into the fray. And yeah, I mean, Nakamura's economy is slowly stabilizing. He's now at 63 workers, but I feel like his army is just, like I said, it's not sophisticated enough. He does not have the tech, he does not have the upgrades to make a really good army for this stage of the game. I mean, compare it. There's still only a couple of warriors and Triceratops riders against tier 3 upgraded T-Rex, medics with the spell that can heal up units that are dying, saber-tooth assassins in the mix as well. This army is just so much better than Nakamura's, and I feel like we're watching the beginning of the end of this first game. There's no way in hell that Nakamura can, yeah, exactly, there we see it. The GG by Nakamura is called, and he taps out, and we are going to go into the second game of this series in just a couple of seconds. Nakamura actually made 126 workers this game, but never really managed to get past 50, except for the last, minute of the game where he managed to go to the 60 mark or something. So the economy of the game is just telling the story of this game. Let me check the graphs. XCet just outgathering him by so much. It's like 28,000 or something compared to the 45,000 gathered resources. That is just so big. The income for almost all game was always in favor of XCet by a really large margin. Nakamura, he was fighting, he was not giving up, but there's only so much a man can do, and with that deficit in economy, yeah, that would have been a miracle if Nakamura would have been able to win this game, I feel like. So yeah, let's go right into the next game of this series. First up, I'm going to update the score. Let's see. Nakamura is player 1, so I need to update score 2. And XCet is now leading 1-0 in this series. Lobby's up, guys. You may join now. So Nakamura lost the first game of the series, so he will be the one picking the map for the next game, and he chose Meteor. I like that. Uh, Meteor, one of my favorite maps in map pool. They are on the correct teams. Ready when you are. Go, go by Nakamura and go by XCet. So let's jump right into the second game of this series, and it's gonna be a very, very important game for Nakamura, because if he loses again, that means he will be out of the tournament. The tournament line of Nakamura is on. The tournament life of Nakamura is on the line right now in this very game on the Meteor map. He needs to win 2 games in a row to advance in this tournament to the next round, while XCet is on match point. He only needs to win 1 more game, and then he will be the one victorious, moving on to the next round of the lower bracket of the Chief of the Stone Age Invitational Tournament. Good luck, have fun is called by XCet, building that storehouse once again. He's playing from the top left corner. In orange, GLHF called from Nakamura as well, who is playing from the bottom right corner, this time also going for that storehouse. He's playing in blue, and he once again goes for the barracks, and it looks like again XCet decides to go for that stable, and that is exactly what he's doing. So I don't know what it is. Maybe he thinks that Nakamura is weak against this particular style of play with the fast harass units early on, or maybe he just thinks that this style of play is flat out superior to the barracks opening in the Wildlanders mirror. I don't know, but it definitely is his chosen style of play, so let's see if he can make it work once again against Nakamura. And especially I'm interested in if Nakamura will actually scout it earlier this time, you know, maybe send a unit over there to go scout what the building is that XCet chose to plant down, and then maybe not build that archer that's gonna get absolutely destroyed and not do anything, because I feel like that was, even though it sounds like only a tiny little thing, but it's certainly something that makes a big difference, you know. Early on, when the worker numbers are low, when the army numbers are low, you making a unit that is completely useless, spending 60 resources. Actually, archers are more expensive than warriors. Spending 60 resources and 2 supply and construction time of your building on a unit that is absolutely useless, that makes a much bigger difference than you might think. So let's see what Nakamura is doing. It looks like this time he is not going for that archer. I just see nothing but warriors in queue for him. XCet doing the same. Basically, he's going for the shrine early, and oh boy, Mika already took quite the beating over there. That is very risky by XCet to deplete the HP of his chieftain by so much this early into the game. Does he have the regeneration talent? Yes, he does have the mystic healing, and Nakamura also chose the mystic healing talent. So even though it's not as strong anymore as it used to be, with the regeneration rate nerfed by 1, it still feels like it is the preferred talent by the players, which is, you know, which is fine. If they prefer this as the playstyle they chose, then that's fine with me. And there is XCet actually coming in with the first attack, but this time Nakamura is first, and oh my god, that is a huge pick off this early into the game, denying the transition to the second berries of XCet and also killing the storehouse. That is absolutely massive, and there's so many warriors by Nakamura. He actually went double barracks, I just saw it. XCet once again coming in with a couple of Triceratops, trying to see if he can do some damage. Thunder coming down on those Triceratops, cannot kill them, but at least damage them a little bit. A big fight also going on in the middle of the map. Both of these guys are trying to micro their hearts out. And it looks like the Triceratops got killed. by Nakamura by just, you know, 2
What do
warriors
you
and
need?
the workers. But now the berries are running very low for Nakamura as well. Another fight going on over here. These giant guys are just relentless. Another thunder coming down by Nakamura, but it was not really placed too well. And I feel like the warriors are now so low HP that they might be able to be killed by the Triceratops. But there's another couple of workers coming in from the top side, and Mika and another Triceratops is going down. That was a huge blow. 2 XCets, military strength over there. And it looks like Nakamura is doing a much better job. That was a very interesting thunder coming down. It just hit absolutely jack nothing over here because the XCet was moving out of the way. How many shrines does Nakamura have? He's owning 2 shrines at the moment, so that is enough for him to constantly have enough power to lay the smacker down with that thunder on the units of XCet. XCet now coming in once again. He's got the low HP Triceratops in front, which is something you really do not want to do, and he's pulling him back. Very nice play, very nice micro over there by XCet. You know, you don't want the low unit in front because it's just gonna get down, just gonna get killed right away. Oh my god, XCet is really struggling in this game. He wanted to go for these berries over here, sneak out a couple of workers, to go for berries that might not be found as easily by Nakamura, but he kind of got greeted by a couple of aggressive wild dinosaurs, and that once again really hurt his overall economy over here. The worker count is dead even. XCet now going for the first settlement. Does Nakamura have a settlement? Nakamura also has a settlement already, and he just used the harvest ability on those workers over here. Very nice play by Nakamura. And what is it with these thunders just not hitting anything in this game? It's absolutely bonkers. Stables now coming down from Nakamura, so he goes for the 2 barracks and 1 stable play over here. Another big fight going on in the middle of the map. And yeah, rightfully so, XCet is retreating. He definitely cannot fight so many warriors with just a handful of Triceratops over here, and Nakamura definitely in a much better position this game. Oh my god, he's very careful over here. A couple of units got distracted and are getting picked off by those Triceratops riders. Nakamura now going to the 2nd tier, so like I said before, he's definitely in a much better position in this game. Also owning all 4 shrines. Well, now only 3 since XCet stole 1 back, but he's just having full map control over here. And just imagine the vision that he's having at the moment. He's seeing all of this over here. He's got vision with his settlement over here right now. He's seeing the middle of the map with these shrines. He's got this army over here, so Nakamura sees almost all the map right now, which is absolutely great for him. So he's not gonna get surprised anytime soon by those sneaky Triceratops run-bys by XCet. And even if they are not even half as scary this game as they were last game, because XCet did not have such a great start this time, is not able to go to tier 2 so fast to get that upgrade really quick, the splash damage upgrade for the Triceratops, which I feel like was his game plan. He was just, you know, banking on a really good start and then just rush to tier 2, get that upgrade, and then non-stop harass his opponent's economy. Once again, 2 warriors getting picked off over here. Nakamura really needs to be a little bit more needs to pay a little bit more attention to his army. I feel like he's constantly losing track of a couple of units here and a couple of units there, and just losing them for free, which you really cannot afford in a game that is so important, where the stakes are so high for Nakamura himself. 3rd settlement now down for XCet over here, so he's slowly getting back the map control, but the army of Nakamura is just so threatening at the moment. Fire warriors is in queue, and once again just 2. Why is it always 2? I don't understand that, but it's happening. And XCet finally getting a little bit of counter damage done over here. It's not much. I think he didn't even kill a single worker over here, but he made them run away, and even just having them run away is hurting the economy of your opponent quite a little bit, so that's very nice. Also finding 2 workers over here. Nakamura though instantly with the reaction, very nice, running them away, chasing those guys with all his units over here, while XCet decides, okay, all your units are down there, very nice, I'm just gonna push in from the top with the rest of my army, and that part of my army is much bigger. Nakamura now trying to desperately see where he can actually or how to defend all these things that are going on at the same time. A couple of Triceratops over here, a couple of them are over here. The fourth settlement now going down for XCet, while Nakamura might actually be losing one of his settlements to these Triceratops over here. Where is the army of Nakamura? Oh my god, it's actually gonna go down, getting finished up with the Thunder. Very nice play over there by XCet. He's like, oh my god, I really want to get this settlement. I don't know if my units can take it down in time, so I'm just gonna plop down the Thunder on the settlement, which is gonna do straight up 200 damage to it, which will be enough to finally kill it. So very nice. I like that play by XCet. And yeah, that's a big blow to Nakamura, who is still ahead in workers, who is still ahead in supply, but still that was a big blow for him right now to lose that settlement. He's not able to gather from these berries anymore over here. There's so many workers right now who are not gathering for Nakamura. He's now going in for a fight, and I feel like he might be able to win this because the Stampede upgrade for XCet has not been finished yet, and the Fire Warriors are already running wild in this game. And I feel like Nakamura, he needs to be more aggressive, just push in right now until this upgrade, or before this upgrade finishes. One Triceratops getting picked up over here. Yeah, Nakamura, he smells blood in the water. He does smell blood in the water. He wants to go in right now and win this game and go to the rubber match with XCet over here. And XCet, she's taking just very significant losses, but there's still a settlement and a tower, and now 2 towers raining fire on Nakamura's army, so he needs to retreat, especially now that the Stampede upgrade has finally finished for XCet. The settlement is back up and running, so XCet really cannot afford to keep chasing. Oh my god, there's so many workers over here again that are getting killed by the splash damage of the Triceratops. Nakamura not reacting at all, and oh my god, that was once again such a huge blow to Nakamura's economy. 45 workers only now compared to the 59 of XCet, who is playing out of this mind. He's playing out of his mind in this series. Unbelievable. I love it. Really clutch play by XCet over here. Even when he's behind in the series, he somehow finds ways to get the army of his opponent out of position. And yeah, he's just showing us the plays. I love it. And now all of a sudden, Nakamura's army is not looking too good anymore. Once again, like last game. Does he have the upgrade for the Triceratops in queue? He does have it in queue. Okay, that's at least something. His economy is also slowly recovering. 52 workers now for Nakamura. Supply is somewhat even. The army supply actually a little bit bigger for Nakamura, I feel like. Yeah, it's slightly bigger. Building a 4th settlement over here down at the very bottom side of the map. Sneaking up the last settlement. It's the last one, right? Yeah, he's on 4 settlements as well then, once this finishes over here. So even though Nakamura is not in a really good position, he's not even in an okay position, he's also not in an absolutely losing position, I feel like. His army's not too bad. The Stampede upgrade for the Triceratops Rider has finished as well. And yeah, he can work with it, and he's macroing pretty well, I feel like. Even though XCet's economy is better, Nakamura's supply is just getting bigger at a much faster rate. So I feel like maybe he's hitting those production cycles just a little bit better. Another big attack coming in here by Nakamura, but he needs to go back because the meteor is going down. But the army of XCet looks to be completely out of position. Half of it is over here, while the other half is over here. So I feel like Nakamura should just pounce on this location, right? I mean, yeah, okay, there's 4 towers over here, which in my opinion is a little bit overkill. These towers are not free at all, and there's really not too much to defend over here. Well, okay, he's got the crystal patch over here that he might want to defend. Sorry, I had to tap out there for a second. I needed to check something. But we're back into the game, and this is just a huge attack coming in by Nakamura over here. A meteor going down by XCet once again, and this time it actually connects. But still, this is mostly Triceratops, and Triceratops, they don't care too much about the meteor. Another meteor coming down by Nakamura this time, and his army is standing strong, but still there's 4 towers, and he's also fighting in between 2 settlements, so he probably does not want to overstate his welcome too much, but somehow I feel his army is still looking pretty strong over here, right? What does the supply say? It's dead even almost. Well, now XCet is actually getting ahead a little bit. Yeah, Nakamura, he really needs to go back. And let me just wait. I'm just waiting until the fight is over, and yeah, I'm just going to disable those damage numbers because I felt they are kind of distracting over there. Nakamura now going in for a little bit of harass himself over here. Also, there's some harass going on by XCet in the main base of Nakamura. Probably did not kill too much. It looks like he killed a house over here. And now Nakamura needs to retreat. The worker count is almost even now again, 76 for XCet compared to the 69 of Nakamura. And the overall supply is also almost dead. Even once again, Nakamura looks like he's macroing like an absolute crazy beast over here. Supply is shooting up so fast. Every time I feel like the supply is down in the waters, it goes back up right again. So very nice macro over there by Nakamura. So many Triceratops riders. Oh my god, that is just so many Triceratops riders. 22 for XCet. Let's see how many Nakamura has. He was pushing into this location once again with only 18 though, so he really needs to be careful. I think he cannot take this fight, especially because it looks like XCet has the upgrade advantage, which he indeed does.
Ready and able.
None of these guys actually going to tier 3 at the moment. The resources of them are pretty short. Nakamura has a big food bank, but very low on crystal. And for XCet, it is actually the other way around. Oh, actually, oh my god, I missed it. I'm sorry, guys. XCet actually managed to sneak to tier 3 behind all of this. While Nakamura is still stuck in tier 2, the rage upgrade is on the way for XCet over here. Another huge attack coming in for XCet into the base of Nakamura. And oh my god, the damage is just absolutely absurd. XCet is playing such a great game. Where's the army of Nakamura? It's coming in over here. I think it just ate a meteor over here, so it's weakened on arrival. And oh my god, this is looking absolutely brutal again for Nakamura. Supply is 192 for XCet, who's almost maxed out at 200 supply compared to the only 135 for Nakamura. He has the defender's advantage. He is fighting behind his buildings. He has the settlement helping as well in the fight. But is it going to be enough for Nakamura? I don't think it is. It looks like XCet is just overrunning here with just pure Triceratops riders and just a couple of saber-toothed assassins at the back, and Nakamura is calling the GG, and XCet actually manages a clean 2-0 sweep against Nakamura, moving on to the next round of the tournament. Congratulations to XCet. It is of course a shame that Nakamura is out of the tournament because, you know, he's such a lovable guy, and he's also very into, you know, all the RTS communities, so it's always cool to see him play. But today XCet was just the better man. So yeah, once again, congratulations to XCet for advancing. You played absolutely brilliant today, man. It was impressive. I like it. Keep on doing that, and you're gonna go far in the tournament. Nakamura, thank you for participating. It was a good showing. You didn't play bad at all, but you know, you can't win them all, so thanks for participating. And let's see what that actually means